Welcome to the source. The source. Source. Hey, get the source.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Those of you that are awake at this hour, many of you probably watching the next morning. How about those freaking Jets, man? Wow, that game. That game. Oh, those are tough, man, because it's like, obviously, you don't look at that game and you're like, oh, I had the game handicapped incorrectly. Rodgers was piecing them up. It's tough. It was a tough watch. Oh, no, I'm live right now. I was talking to the folks. I'm putting you on now. Yeah. Well, I didn't put you on yet. They couldn't hear you. Yeah, that Jets game. I feel like it. Other than the Bills' run game, the first two drives, because the Bills were like bulldozing the first two or three drives. The first few drives of the game, the Bills were like bulldozing the Jets' defensive front in the run. Didn't anticipate that, but after that, I mean, the Bills scored 3 points in the second half. So Jets defense showed up. That game looked pretty much how I expected it to look. I feel like my handicap was pretty spot on. Those drop. Everyone's talking about the penalties. Obviously, that was the lead story of that game, right? Everyone's talking about the flags. That was ridiculous. But the flags weren't one-sided. They were ridiculous calls on both sides. It was just whatever. The part of the game that I'm looking at, the two drop passes. Garrett Wilson in his chest in the end zone. Jets settled for 3 and missed the field goal. Hit him in his chest. It was a perfect pass. You got to hold on to that ball. Yeah, you took a hit. If he holds on to that ball, the Jets are up 27-20. They ended up doinking the field goal off the upright. And then the other one, on that play right before Mike Williams, the interception, the weird ball, the play before that, it was 3rd and 16 or 2nd and 16 or whatever it was. Rodgers threw a dot over the middle, hit the tight end right in the chest. Dude hit and dropped it. Those are the two plays that were the difference. But, man, the Jets were able to move the ball easily on that Bills defense. I feel like it looked exactly how I was expecting. Whatever. You shake it off and move on. But yeah, we're just going to talk about the only baseball game that's on tomorrow, Cleveland, New York. I will say, Grimace. What is up, Grimace? I can't believe you, bro.
It is what it is.
You literally said in game 1, if the Mets are going to be priced like this, I'm pretty much going to be taking the Mets.
I know, and then they look like shit, and I got in my own head. I don't know.
Happens.
I actually don't even. I'm not even mad because again, I capped that game again after it was 6-0, and nothing changed for me. So I never would have thought that London Knack would have been in a meaningful spot in that game. I talked to Lindy about that too. So it is what it is. I can't be that mad about it because I've had such a good season that it'd be stupid just to get caught up. But it's been a rough couple days, that's for sure.
Yeah. And someone asked, is Cole pitching? Yeah, Garrett Cole is pitching. That's who I'm showing, right? It's Cole versus Tanner Bybee. Awesome pitching matchup, which also explains why this total's down at 7, because it's Garrett Cole who throws with his right hand. Cleveland hasn't been able to hit righties since April. And Tanner Bybee, who's been a beast away from Cleveland. He's been a road warrior this year. So that's probably why this total's down at 7. Cleveland didn't really give much hope. I kind of planned on backing Cleveland in this series. I knew that they would be underdogs, and I liked their advantage late in games. They showed a little bit of life at the end there, but didn't really give you much to hold on to. But maybe I should just ignore that because that's kind of what got you off the Mets in this game too. I kind of want to go Cleveland, but how can you expect Cleveland to hit Garrett Cole? Like maybe a first 5 under 3.5 or something?
Yeah, and see, I'm the exact opposite. I would say I was thinking about the first 5 over 3.5. Just, this is like I honestly, I mean, we had to come on in here and talk about it. I honestly don't know. I mean, do I want to? I'm not going to play the Yankees minus 170, and I really don't want to play Yankees minus 1.5 with a total at 7.
Right.
but again, I'm not comfortable backing Tanner Bybee. I mean, I got a lot of comments today about the Dodgers bullpen. I mean, the Mets had one good inning, guys. It's not like the Dodgers bullpen got throttled. They had one really, really good inning. Obviously, that was more than enough. I'm just saying, like, this idea that like the Dodgers bullpen just got absolutely throttled is an absolute fallacy, just for everybody on the record. But I don't see, again, unless you. I guess on price it would be Cleveland. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to bet on this game. I don't even know if I'm going to actually bet it as far as the side and the total. It's just really hard. I mean, where do you start? If you want to start with Tanner Bybee, okay, sure. But who's he pitched against in the last month? Detroit twice, Cincinnati, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, and the Royals. I mean, all those teams fit one single narrative. They can't hit. So it's not like the Yankees are absolute world beaters right now, but when Stanton is on, which he clearly is, and I said that in his first at bat, I mean, he looked really good. I can't remember what happened, but he was taking pitches that, like, usually when he's not on, he's not taking pitches. Obviously, he hit a home run later in the game, but he just looks like a different animal right now. And again, the Yankees with the pitching advantage, I still think they have an advantage with Garrett Cole on the mound because, I mean, we all know that Cleveland can't hit right-handed pitching. He has a really good history against this Cleveland lineup as well. Essentially, every time he sees them, it's 6 innings, 2 runs or less, going back to 2022. So it's really hard for me to believe that Garrett Cole doesn't pitch well here today, if from the numbers are concerned. But again, I felt the same way about the Dodgers today. So again, I don't know. I guess I would lean over if I had to pick something for this. Again, you have Garrett Cole. I mean, yeah.
What about
it's really hard because I really want to bet Cleveland. Like, I really do. Like, but how do you? I can't. They are so bad. I mean, Verlander, who we all know is terrible. Blanco, Carson Spears, Andre Palante, Miles Michaelis, Kyle Gibson. I mean, all these guys make them look like gems. So it's just, as far as the side, I guess I would lean Cleveland. I guess I would lean Cleveland at the price, but I really think they might get swept. I truly do. I'm not a Tanner Bybee guy. I don't believe in his talent. He's just not one of the guys that I trust that much. And again, he's 12-8 on the year for what that's worth. I know a lot of people like to know that. When he pitches in games, Cleveland is 22-9. So very similar to Sean Manaea. This is a very similar, similar handicap to that Dodgers game in game 2 as well. So, again, Bybee, a guy that is going to struggle with lefty bats, very dominant versus righty bats, 252 WOBA, 0.07 whip, 0.87 whip, 354 xFIP. But when it comes to lefties, he's got a 336 WOBA. His whip bumps up to about a 1.4. So again, that's Soto, Wells, Jazz, Verdugo, Rizzo, all those guys, lefties. I would honestly, and I'm dead serious, and I'm not just trying to like talk shit, but like if Aaron Judge was just half of what he was in the regular season, this would be the easiest Yankees bet of all time.
Right.
But if Judge isn't doing anything and Austin Wells is an automatic out, you're really asking Soto and Jazz Chisholm as far as the lefty bats. I mean, maybe Verdugo gives you something at the bottom. It's really hard for me to trust Anthony Rizzo right now. So it's not like I can sit up here and think that I feel like the Yankees are going to smash these guys. Not to mention the fact that, keep in mind, I had a full unit on Yankees team total over 3.5. That felt really lucky with all the wild pitches and the walks. Like, that's not something that you're probably going to get over and over again with this Cleveland pitching staff. And exactly what happened, what I said I thought was going to happen, happened. Cobb was all right, but he only got to work a few innings, and then they got to feast on the lower level guys of that Guardians bullpen. Tomorrow's not going to be the same issue. I mean, unless they get to Tanner Bybee, which again, I'm not sitting up here saying that Tanner Bybee's not going to pitch well, but he's just not one of my guys. So I lean Cleveland at the price because they did get to save all their major bullpen arms, and the Yankees got to see. Cleveland got to see most of the, not all of them, but a couple of the good ones, including Luke Weaver and stuff like that. So. Again, as far as price and stuff like that, I think it's Cleveland, but it's just really hard to back them against a right-handed pitcher, let alone Garrett Cole in Yankee Stadium.
I'm building an SGP right now, and I put Jose Ramirez total bases on the screen because he has like crazy good numbers against Garrett Cole. Something. He's got like a 1,200 OPS against him. But hold on, I want to try How about this? What if I did?
Yeah, Ramirez is 9 for 23 against him with a double, triple, and 2 homers.
I'm seeing 12 of 34 off him. I'm on ESPN though. Maybe not the most reliable.
12, 34. That would include I have 30 plate appearances, so I don't even. Yeah, that's weird. Interesting.
So I'm going. Hold on, one sec.
And the only other person that's even, Will Brennan.
I got an SGP, and I'll bet this right here because this is a tough game. Let's throw something down. All right, so Jose Ramirez over 1.5 total. No. Jose Ramirez 1+ hit. Yankees team total under 5.5. This same game parlay comes out to be -121.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to place it right now, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not just throwing. I'm placing this right now.
That's actually a really, really solid. Yeah.
Because what I was thinking is I'm going to take you can get Yankees team total under 3.5 at plus money, but I like this better.
No, well, especially if you're getting the Yankees at 5.5.
I mean, it's so hard to bet these games.
Well, usually, honestly, guys, I would come in here and I'll pick a side. Like, I don't care that I've lost for a couple of days. That doesn't really affect me at all. But as far as this game is concerned, I can't come on here and tell you guys to bet something that I'm not really convinced on. That's just not something I'm going to do. I would focus on Jose Ramirez. Soto is really hot right now. And Stanton is really hot right now as well. So those were the guys. As far as Cleveland is concerned, Josh Naylor has really good numbers against his pitch mix. And if we all remember the Rock and the Baby incident and whatnot, so he does have a decent history, I guess, if you want to call it that. But Josh Naylor looks absolutely lost. I mean, he swung at a pitch at his eyes, at his ankles, and at his dick. All three, strike 3 on all of them. I mean, it was just absolutely ridiculous. He just looks absolutely lost. So, again, maybe Kyle Manzardo, he has a decent barrel percentage. But, again, I'm just trying to find something for you guys. But, yeah.
B. Felly says he's tailing. All right. I just shared it in the chat, B. Felly. So
I was going to say, I actually might just tail that too.
Well, I want to bet something.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, I'll have some what time is this game tomorrow? Are we going to have the live before that?
Yeah. It's not a day game, is it? Yeah, 7:38 p.m. 7:38.
Okay, cool. I'll have some props that I'm going to bet and stuff like that tomorrow. I'm sorry that I don't actually have a bet, but at the same time, I don't want to act like I have something and then be like, oh, I found something better tomorrow.
Yeah, people get pissed at that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. Again, though, I will say this. I will say this. I wanted to bet Cleveland at a little bit of a higher number. So I'm very curious to see where this number goes. If it continues to climb, it's at plus 150 on FanDuel. If it continues to climb, which I don't think it does, I'll probably jump in on Cleveland. Like if it gets, even at 150 right now, I'm actually might just end up pulling the trigger and just taking my chances.
I think it might be going the other way though. Because I'm showing that there was a plus 158 an hour ago.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But the Dodgers game did the same thing. It went down and then it went up for a second and then it stayed at that 145 range. So again, I think the chances are I'll probably end up, if I can get the Guardians at plus 150, I'll probably throw a small half a unit play on them and then I'll play some player props. I do think, I feel like that 3.5 number. I think that one of these teams is probably going to score a couple runs early. I just don't know who it's going to be. I also really wouldn't be surprised if Tanner Bybee let up a couple ones. I just don't trust that kid. I just don't trust him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was because I just went through his game logs and he plays in the AL Central, so it's like he never pitches against anybody. It seems like, so it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm trying to go through and be like, okay, when does he face a really, really good lineup? And you're like, okay, you're scrolling. Oh, there's one. Okay, yeah, he pitched well. That was 3 months ago. That's dope.
I heard Tanner Bybee on a podcast during the offseason, and I'm a fan of the guy. I don't know. He seems like a cool guy. I realize that doesn't really give us any information in terms of placing a bet, but he seems like a cool guy.
I'm going to write that down in my notepad, and I will use it next time.
Saul says, cool guy. Nah, it's all been an interview, and I was like.
But I do know how that feeling is because you start to like a person, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's cool. He's got it.
I like when people give answers and actually show some personality instead of giving the same old it's a team, we're team effort, we're doing the 100% like the same bullshit response we heard a million times. He showed some personality, so I'm a Bybee guy. But yeah, I want Cleveland to win because I want to see a cool series. But it's tough with Garrett Cole being a righty. So I bet this.
Like, if it was almost anybody else besides Garrett Cole, I would be all over Cleveland.
Who's pitching Game 3 for this in Cleveland?
Probably Matthew Boyd.
That might be a spot. And who's pitching for the Yankees? Let me see.
Probably Heel, I would assume. Give her, yeah,
It's
probably.
Clark, wait. It says Clark Schmidt.
I was going to say,
it could
be Schmitty. It could be Schmitty. So.
Schmitty in Cleveland. Maybe we.
But that's another reason that I wanted to. You want Bybee on the road, but you want Cleveland at home, and that's the conundrum that I'm in also as well. Because if I bet Cleveland and I lose the game 2-0, I don't know if I can show my face again. I'm just saying that the way that these last 3 days have been, it has been so embarrassing. I felt so lucky to cash that Yankees team total. So lucky.
Dude, yeah, the comments have been rough on you. It's crazy. Really rough on you.
Yeah, man. It's just, we were sitting here as a family. We just like to watch the show, and then the comments start popping up, and I have to explain to my 12-year-old what certain things mean. It's awesome.
I know.
I'm just kidding. You
People
guys.
are nuts.
You tell me how bad I am as much as you guys want. I promise you, it doesn't faze me.
Luckily, none of my family watches this show. They're real supportive.
We watch it. We watch the show as a family sometimes, just to see how it looks, because I just want an idea, similar how you do it.
Yep. All right. So, I actually want to see what this vote is. Will Kyle's same game parlay hit? A, yes, he's good at this. No, or B, no, he sucks.
I did think it was funny because my wife had mentioned it. She was like, "So you pretty much if you pick the Dodgers or the Mets, you're going to get shit on it." And I was like, "Correct. It doesn't matter which one I pick."
Yeah.
She goes, "Okay, that makes a lot more sense now." And I'm like, "Yeah, that makes more sense." Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to say shit no matter what. And you can't win when it comes to making it known who your favorite team is, because I get that a lot in the NBA season. I could fade the Knicks 6 straight times if I bet them on the 7th game. People are like, "You can't trust this guy. He's just picking his favorite team." And it's like, I just felt like we both fade our favorite teams all the time. I mean, I have no problem fading my priority list, this YouTube channel and my money are so much higher than my favorite sports teams. I can't even stress that.
Well, just for the record, for everybody who, if you don't know, as far as this season is concerned, not that my team's changed, but I'm a Padres fan and I'm a Cowboys fan. You think that I wake up every day looking at Padres and Cowboys news right now? Like, it'd be a death sentence. Okay,
yeah, well,
we suck.
Cowboys
news.
It is. Cowboys news right now is a little rough, bro. All right, let's do a home run poll for the people. We'll do a home run poll, see what their community home run pick for the game is, and then we'll call it. All right,
so for the Yankees, I would say Soto.
I'm putting Judge in there.
Okay.
He's still plus 280. So Soto.
Yeah, that's an absolute ridiculous. That is, dude. Has he put bat on ball? I can't remember. Oh yes, he got a fly out. Congratulations, Aaron. Good job.
Jose Ramirez is plus 430. How?
Because Garrett Cole's on the mound.
Yeah, but J-Ram, he's got good numbers. What should the fourth one be? A nailer?
It would be a righty from Cleveland. So.
Oh, maybe Stanton.
So Ramirez or
there's like
Lane Thomas, I guess. God, I mean, Garrett Cole's very, very good against left.
All right, we'll put Stanton in because he's been
not very, very good, but yeah.
Plus,
it sucks because the only righties in the Cleveland lineup are Ramirez, Lane Thomas, and Rocchio, who actually has been pretty decent for them. He had a home run tonight. That was another thing with tonight, like a couple home runs. If even one of them has a guy on base, my over hits.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get it when the Yankees squad they had first and third with one out, and I thought you were going to get it.
So did I.
Shipley's in the comments. He says J-Ram.
No one cares.
Yeah, for real. Shipley doesn't even share. He doesn't even share his bets anymore. He must be getting waxed.
No, he's too busy creating GIF folders.
Looks like J-Ram is winning the poll. All right, people are liking J-Ram to hit one.
So Brian Rocchio is actually like on fire. I didn't even realize this. Hits in like 5 straight games. That could be a sneaky one, guys. Rocchio could maybe not a home run, but total bases. That could be definitely a sneaky one. Brian Rocchio. He's only going to get a few couple. That's ninth, so you're probably going to get decent prices too. So just throwing something out there. You never know.
All right, so I'm putting it up. Community home run pick is Jose Ramirez at plus 430. I like it because he's in my same game parlay that I cooked up.
I also have didn't he go over tonight? I have a hard time believing that happens twice.
Yeah, he did. I looked at that. So, all right, cool. Thank you guys very much for watching. Same schedule tomorrow. There's if you guys are trying to bet college football for Tuesday night, there's 3 games on, and I have a video where I go through all 3. If you are interested, it's up there now. Yep, everyone.